Hello! Today we're venturing into the world's most protected prisons places built to contain those deemed too dangerous for society. These are fortresses of concrete, steel, and surveillance designed to break the human spirit and ensure no one escapes. We'll peel back the layers of security, explore daily routines, and glimpse the minds of both keepers and kept. From the Rockies to the Siberian plains, we'll visit 7 of the most formidable prisons on Earth. This journey will challenge our ideas of justice, punishment, and freedom. Let's step through the gates of the inescapable. Our first stop, the high-altitude desert of Colorado, USA. This is ADX Florence, the Alcatraz of the Rockies, America's highest security prison. Built to be escape-proof, it houses the most dangerous criminals, terrorists, cartel leaders, and gang bosses. Inmates spend 23 hours a day in solitary, locked in concrete cells with only a sliver of sky visible. The architecture is designed for psychological control. No view of the mountains, no sense of place. Security is layered. 1,400 remote-controlled steel doors, motion detectors, pressure pads, laser beams, and attack dogs. Human contact is minimized. Even food is passed through grates. Communication is nearly impossible. These inmates are ghosts within the system. The goal isn't just to prevent escape, but to strip away any influence or power. Recreation is solitary, in a small outdoor cage known as the dog run. The psychological toll is immense. Reports of hallucinations, self-harm, and mental collapse are common. Human rights groups question where security ends and cruelty begins. Yet, since opening in 1994, no one has ever escaped. ADX Florence stands as a monument to absolute security, a modern-day Alcatraz. Here, the system's grim mandate is fulfilled: total containment at any cost. The architecture itself is the punishment. For those inside, the outside world is just a memory. The line between safety and suffering is razor thin. It's a place where hope is the first thing to disappear. The Alcatraz of the Rockies lives up to its name. No one gets out, not even a whisper. Next, we travel to Paris, where La Santé prison sits hidden among the city's bustling streets. Despite its name, meaning health, La Santé is infamous for riots, escapes, and housing France's most hardened criminals. Its panopticon design allows guards to watch inmates without being seen, a constant reminder of surveillance. Urban location once made escapes possible, like the legendary sewer breakouts and Jacques Mezrin's daring 1978 escape. After major renovations, La Santé now boasts anti-helicopter nets, reinforced walls, and advanced sensors. The highest security wing is reserved for terrorists and organized crime, with strict regimes and constant monitoring. Movement is tightly controlled, every door is a barrier, every step watched. The contrast is striking. Outside, Parisian life. Inside, a world of extreme control. Prisoners can hear the city, a taunting reminder of lost freedom. The prison's history lingers: resistance fighters, the guillotine, and echoes of past brutality. La Santé is both a modern fortress and a living monument to France's struggle with crime and punishment. Its walls hold stories of ingenuity and despair. Security here is a never-ending battle between state and inmate. The city's heartbeat is just beyond the walls, but for those inside, it's another world. La Santé's legacy is one of evolution, always adapting, never forgetting. It remains a symbol of both control and the human will to resist. Now, to Tokyo's Fuchu Prison, Japan's largest, where order and routine are the ultimate security. Here, control isn't about brute force but relentless discipline and high-tech surveillance. Inmates, many of them foreigners, are assimilated into a rigid structure, every minute scheduled, every action synchronized. Silence is enforced: no talking during meals or work, no chance for secret plots. Surveillance is everywhere: high-definition cameras, facial recognition, and behavioral analysis software. The system flags any deviation, stopping trouble before it starts. Work is mandatory, producing everything from shoes to lacquerware discipline through labor. The day is long, structured, and exhausting. Idleness is not an option. The goal: break down individuality, remold inmates into compliant cogs. Escape is virtually impossible. High walls, electrified fences, and infrared sensors guard the perimeter. But the real prison is inside: constant watchfulness, rigid routine, and the pressure to conform. Fuchu is a fortress of rules, not just concrete. Here, the safest path is total obedience. The punishment is psychological, a prison of the mind. In Fuchu, there's no room for rebellion, only order remains. Now, to a legend: Alcatraz, the Rock, on an island in San Francisco Bay. Its isolation was its greatest defense. Frigid waters, deadly currents, and the myth of sharks. Inside, monotony and isolation ruled. Rehabilitation was never the goal. Single cells, strict routines, and the whole, a place of total darkness, broke even the toughest inmates. Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and the Birdman of Alcatraz all called it home. Officially, no one ever escaped, but the 1962 breakout by Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers remains a mystery. Their ingenious plan, dummy heads, spoons, a makeshift raft, still fuels speculation. Did they survive, or did the Bay claim them? Alcatraz closed in 1963 not for security failures, but because it was too costly to run. Today, it's a tourist site, its empty cells echoing with stories of defiance and despair. Alcatraz proved that even the most inescapable fortress has its vulnerabilities. Its legend endures, a symbol of ultimate punishment and the human urge to escape. The rock stands as a silent reminder, no prison is truly unbreakable. Its myths are as powerful as its walls once were. The line between fact and legend is forever blurred. Alcatraz's story is unfinished. The island keeps its secrets. Deep in Russia's Orenburg region stands the Black Dolphin, a prison for the nation's most dangerous criminals. Every inmate is serving life. Hope of release does not exist. The name comes from a sculpture in the courtyard, a strange touch in a place of utter brutality. Security is extreme, new arrivals are blindfolded, bent at the waist and marched by guards, disoriented and powerless. Surveillance is constant, 2 inmates per cell, watched by cameras 24/7, with guards checking every 15 minutes. Lights never go off. Privacy is non-existent. Each cell has 3 doors, a fortress within a fortress. Even if one barrier fails, 2 more remain. The system is designed for total control, not rehabilitation. Inmates rarely resist, they know escape is impossible. The psychological weight is crushing. This is a place to die, not to change. Over 700 inmates are responsible for nearly 4,000 deaths. Black Dolphin is a warehouse for Russia's nightmares. The prison's purpose is simple: contain evil forever. The Black Dolphin statue stands as a surreal witness to endless punishment. Here the end is certain, and the world outside is gone. The silence is heavy, the finality absolute. Black Dolphin is where hope is extinguished. In China, secrecy is the ultimate security at Qincheng Prison near Beijing. Run by the Ministry of Public Security, it's reserved for political elites who have fallen from grace. Details are scarce. What we know comes from rare accounts and censored memoirs. Built in the 1950s for political prisoners, Qincheng's conditions depend on status and cooperation. Confessing officials may get private cells and books. The defiant face years of solitary, sleep deprivation, and relentless interrogation. Psychological pressure is the main weapon. Breaking the will is the goal. Isolation is total. Some inmates vanish from public life for years. The prison sits in tranquil foothills, but its true power is in secrecy and political control. Qincheng is a tool for enforcing party discipline and erasing rivals. Its population is a living record of China's shifting power struggles. Here, security means erasure of freedom, reputation, and sometimes, life itself. For some, it's a gilded cage. For others, a torture chamber. Qincheng is where political careers and lives end in silence. The world outside never knows the full story. Our final stop, London's HMP Belmarsh, the UK's flagship high-security prison. Built in 1991, it features triple fences, extensive CCTV, and advanced electronic security. Belmarsh holds Category A prisoners, terrorists, murderers, and organized crime figures, alongside common criminals. The high-security unit is a prison within a prison, with its own staff and strict protocols. Inmates here face the most restrictive conditions: limited association, constant monitoring, and little privacy. Belmarsh has housed notorious figures from terrorists to Julian Assange. The staff must manage a volatile mix of inmates and constant security risks. Riots and disturbances are not uncommon. Vigilance is essential. Belmarsh is a microcosm of modern prison challenges, balancing security, human rights, and public scrutiny. It may lack the remoteness of Black Dolphin or the singularity of ADX, but it's one of the world's most protected prisons. Here the struggle for control never ends, the stakes are high, and the pressure is constant. Belmarsh is the UK's last line of defense against its most dangerous. We've journeyed through 7 worlds of absolute control. From ADX Florence's isolation to Qincheng's secrecy, each prison reflects its society's fears and values. These places raise hard questions. What is true security? What price are we willing to pay? The architecture, routines, and surveillance all serve to contain not just bodies but spirits. Prisons like these are more than buildings. They're systems of power and exclusion. Their echoes remind us of the extremes we'll go to for safety. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more journeys into the world's hidden corners.